During the 55th year, the two countries have upgraded their relations to a comprehensive strategic partnership, greatly enhancing cooperation in a wide range of areas including infrastructure development, trade, technical cooperation, cultural exchange, education, and tourism.
Kindly come and join them at the back.
The Chief Administrative Secretary, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Honorable Ababu Namwamba, praised the bilateral relations between the two nations for the visible outcomes.
We're talking about 20 companies, 20 high-level, top-drawer multinational companies, 55 employees, 55 nationals of our country, 24 counties from across the length and breadth of our republic, from Busia, my home county, down to the coast, from Loitoktok in the south to Todonyang in the north, basically across the length and breadth of our republic. Now that, for me, from the perspective of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, that for me is real bilateral relations, true friendship. Those are real fruits of the partnership between Kenya and China.
Honorable Ababu went ahead to urge the Chinese investors to take advantage of Kenya's favorable investment condition and diversify their operation, noting that Kenya has been repeatedly been rated as a highly attractive destination for investment in Africa.
I want to conclude by encouraging the Chinese firms that are working here. And I want to encourage you that Kenya has made it very easy for you to invest here. Kenya is now repeatedly being rated globally as a highly attractive destination for investment capital. Improved security, all economic commercial fundamentals are just right. The politics is right, with handshakes and hugs in the air. Repatriation of profits without restrictions, foreign exchange, liberty. You can't have it any easier than it is in Kenya. That you should know. And when you're in Nairobi, it's not just about Kenya and our 45 million people. When you're in Nairobi, you are actually in the perfect gateway to the whole of Africa. It is no surprise that Kenya was the first African country to sign and ratify the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, CFTA, that seeks to bring together in one seamless, borderless market 1.2 billion African people, from Cape Town to Cairo, from Mombasa to Lagos. And if you invest in Nairobi, if Nairobi is your base, you have easy reach to the entire continent through platforms like the CFTA.
Li Shuhang, responsible for affairs, Chinese embassy in Kenya, noted with appreciation the development achievement brought about by the 55 years of diplomatic relations between Kenya and China.
Of course, since the establishment of our 55 years diplomatic relationship, China and Kenya have cooperated to complete more than 100 major projects, such as Moi International Sports Center. We call it Kasarani, right? Kasarani Sports Center. And another famous project is SGR. Actually, SGR is kind of cooperation miracle between China and Kenya. The planned time for SGR is 5 years. The construction of the SGR is 5 years. You know, when you make a plan, normally it's not easy for you to complete your job according to your plan. So that railway should be completed within 5 years. But thanks to the hard working of Kenyan elites and Chinese elites, it only takes 2.5 years.
I've come here with my phone because he asked.
He also noted that this remarkable achievement could not have been possible if not for cooperation between the two nations and the dedication of both the Chinese and Kenyan allies.
This remarkable achievement, of course, is the result of personal care and promotion between our two head of states, President Xi Jinping and President Uhuru Kenyatta. And of course, these achievements are the result of the cooperation between our two ministries, such as the honorables in Kenya and also some other government officials in China. But most importantly, these achievements, they are the achievement by the hard working and dedication of our Kenyan elites and Chinese elites. So let me take this opportunity to thank you all for your hard working to achieve this China-Kenya miracle. Kenyan staff are so diligent, well-educated, professional, ambitious, and far-sighted. They can overcome the cultural differences and language barriers and make a difference.
The event saw outstanding 55 local employees from Chinese companies in Kenya rewarded for their contribution to the bilateral exchanges. As the two nations celebrate selfless individuals who have worked hard to foster good relations between the two nations, we can only hope for continued and favorable bilateral relations that will see Kenya achieve a favorable balance of trade. Reporting for Brand Plus TV, I am Korari John Wambuge.